This is the last agency fulfillment video that you will literally ever need to watch. And honestly, fulfillment is the reason why most agencies crumble and fail. But there's a small trick that people are using right now to have cracked fulfillment from the jump. And once you understand it, you can implement it in one day and see crazy results. I implemented it and it helped me scale 2 of my own agencies and home improvement niches to 100K a month. And now I've collected and advised just over $30 million in agency revenue and helped 120 people hit 10K a month. But like I said, in this video, I'm gonna show you guys that exact trick that I use to experience that type of scale that fast. Let's get into it. Now, the first thing that I want you guys to do is question the norm, right? The norm in this case would literally just be running Facebook ads, running the same offers as somebody else. Like the traditional way that people teach fulfillment, go look in the Facebook ads library, see what everyone else is doing and go copy it. Yes, you can probably get some decent results doing that, but most agencies get shit results. Most agencies get chargebacks because all your prospects are probably telling you, oh, I've been burned by another agency. I've been burned by this. I don't like this. I didn't get good results. And you're going to go do the same exact thing that they didn't get good results for. So like, just because something is common doesn't mean that it's good. Like, just because something is the same and everyone's doing it doesn't mean that it's good. Everyone's doing that fulfillment. How many people are actually making money with their agencies and have shit that you want? There are very few people that have agencies up right now that have the lifestyle that you want. The watches, the fucking house, the cars, the Porsche, whatever. Like, there are very few fucking people actually doing this shit. Like, I see so many people claiming it who actually has the fucking accolades. I talk about this all the time. Like, you have to have congruency with your market. Like, how are you going to be able to say, now I'm going on a side tangent now, but how are these agency guys going to be able to say they make this, but they can't fucking have the shit to back it up? There's very few people doing it. So if you're going to copy anybody, copy somebody who's actually fucking doing it and actually getting the results that you see. Not these agencies at like 5, 6, 7K a month, even 30K a month who aren't doing that well. But I would question the fact of like, why is everybody doing this? Everybody is doing it because everybody just tells everybody to go look in the ads manager and it doesn't work. So one guy put this type of ad up with an offer. Then one guy copied it. Then another guy copied it. Then someone else copied it. Now you're over there trying to fucking copy it. Because why? Because other people have it up? Doesn't mean it's good. Now, I'm very passionate about that. So I hope you guys are listening to me. But just because people are doing it doesn't mean it's the best thing to do. Think about Airbnb. Now I tell this story all the time, but Airbnb, literally, they came into a market that had peak saturation, was more saturated than literally every market, the hotel one. And they're competing with fucking humongous giants like Hilton, Hyatt. When you're playing Monopoly, the goal is to buy a hotel. We literally think about people buying hotels being the richest people in the fucking world. At least I do. Like, that's what I associate it with. So Airbnb went into this industry with a bunch of rich people and didn't really get much funding, right? So how are they supposed to be Hilton? How are they supposed to be Hyatt when they literally have not as much money? No one knows their name. They don't have the brand. How are they supposed to win? They didn't do what they were fucking doing. How are they supposed to win at Hyatt's game, right? So again, they went and made it people comfortable so they could go rent basically homes and they could feel like they were at home, and they blew up, did $1 billion in sales in 2 years, and the rest is fucking history. Now I'm pretty sure they fucking do more in revenue than like some whole countries. Anyways, what I would question you guys to actually think about is, how are the top businesses in your niche getting results? Let's think about the $100 million dudes, right? Are they cold calling? Are they door knocking? Are they doing affiliates? Are they doing ads? Are they doing Facebook ads? Are they doing Google ads? For example, something working really well with general contractors right now is not Facebook ads. The reason is because we're getting a lot of tire kickers with Facebook ads. The fact that like somebody just like will click on the ad and not actually want to move forward with something right now, right? Like the intent is very low. But what we're doing is we're actually sending affiliates to general contractors. Like an affiliate would just be like a realtor. So we'll connect a realtor with a general contractor, and the realtor will basically be like, hey, my client needs a home built. And the general contractor will be like, okay, I'll build it and I'll give you $1,000 for finding me this deal and sourcing the deal. It's working way better than ads. We're fucking, like, one of my friends that is a general contractor is literally printing like that, and that's how a lot of general contractors make their money, right? Solar. Not a lot of solar businesses that I talk to are getting results with ads. Not that they don't get results with ads, but they're like, okay, the way we're scaling is door knocking and cold calling, like a call center and door knocking. So why would I go run them ads when that's aren't the one that's winning? Same thing with most home improvement niches or home service niches. Everyone's running Facebook. I'm seeing way better results and way more businesses succeed on Google PPC, or even Google My Business. A lot of the times, like, there's been so many offers ran on Facebook, and not to say that it doesn't work, but I am here saying that we can get way better results somewhere else. Like, think about this. I have some clients in roofing. They're doing around 40K a month, and their fulfillment's not good, and that's the bottleneck in their business. They're running an ad. Now, if you're familiar with the roofing industry, the offer is $5,997 for a new roof. First off, can we even just think about the type of leads that this would bring in? An average roof, like, typically is $20,000, and we're gonna say it's fucking $6,000. Yeah, and the copy says exactly $5,997 for a new roof. Yeah, it depends depends on the size, but we get the best prices on the market. That's what the ad says. So guess what? We're going to get people in the ad that are looking for the cheapest price. And then our roofer is going to tell them it's 20 grand. So think about this. When you need a new roof, what are you going to do? I'm looking on Google. I'm calling the first 3 people that I see. And you know what I'm doing? I'm calling them. I'm getting the best price. And then I'm going to go buy it with them. I'm not going to go scroll on Facebook, find an ad, and then click on it and then get a call. No, like when you need something, you need it done right fucking now. So more of the story, question the norm of what people are doing and realize that that's not always what you need to be doing. Number 2 is just care more. You probably don't give shits, which I understand, but you need to give shits if you actually want to care about your product. You're so concerned about landing clients for your agency, which I love, right? That's how you make money. That's how you got to build a big business. But like, let's say you're running ads for your clients. If you were to just act like that client's ad spend was your own money, do you know how much better results you would get them? But instead, like, and I am a victim to this. This is why I'm able to sit here and tell you guys like and say this is because I'm a victim to this. I do this shit all the time. And it's like, think about if their ad spend was your own money, right? And you were broke. Like, how are you going to treat their money? How much are you going to care about fucking like making their ads work? But like, it gets to a point where you just see ad spend, especially when it's not your own money, as numbers on a screen. And it's like, the money's going down, but it's not leaving your bank account. And this probably sounds relatable. You're not like, but you're like, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do this the next day. And it's just like, oh, well, I don't really know. Like, but yeah, if you just cared more, like if you literally just cared, I guarantee you get way better results. And care like it's your own front end. Test shit. Like when it's your own front end, we're like, okay, let's send this many text blasts. How can I get my show rate up? How can I get better at sales? So let me watch this sales YouTube video. If you were like, how can I get my solar clients better results? Let me look on YouTube and watch YouTube videos about how I can get my solar clients the best results. Can you sell virtually solar appointments? Like I guarantee you would fucking crush. Like and your clients would slap fucking deals. But like all you care about is your front end. So wouldn't it make sense that your front end probably is better than your back end? That your marketing and sales for your own business is probably better than your marketing and sales for the client's business, right? So just care more, like research more, and actually try. How are you supposed to be good at anything if you never try? And another example is that client that was running the 5997 for a new roof. I had a mastermind in Tulum and I gave him the same speech of basically being like, dude, you just got to give fucks. Like your fulfillment's like the most important thing in your business. Like you guys are going to be plateaued for so long if you don't just care. And like if you don't just lock in and like actually try. It took him 7 months to actually try. But 2 months ago, his fulfillment's fucking cracked. Why? Because he actually started to try. No way. He's not running this offer anymore, right? He's changed the offer, went to video ads, puts a lot of effort, makes new ads for every single one of his clients, switched the platform the ads were on, literally everything, and just started like literally instead of diving all day into his front end, right? He delegated that and he was diving all day into his back end. How can I optimize this? How can I change this? How can I get my roofers to close more deals? What can my roofers do to get their show rates higher? Okay, this lead wasn't qualified. What did I do? What was on the ad that made this lead not qualified? He literally just started caring, analyzing the data and doing exactly what he would have done with the front end of his business. Another thing is you can help them from A to Z, right? It's going to be hard, but like you need to realize is like these business owners don't know shit about business, especially like med spa owners. Do you really think they started running a med spa so they could fucking like be business owners? No, they just wanted to fucking do, what do the med spa people do? Like facials and like esthetician stuff, whatever. Same thing with roofers, like Botox appointments. Same thing with roofers. They are not business owners. They are fucking contractors. They're like literally football dudes who go sit on roofs and pin shit into the roof. Same thing with solar guys. Like solar guys are a little bit more business ownery and like salesy, but like realtors a little bit more as well. But they don't know as much about business as us. Like you're sitting here trying to learn about business all day, every day. Granted, you're watching this YouTube video, right? By the way, a lot of you motherfuckers aren't subscribed to my channel that are watching this video, so I'm going to talk about it now instead at the end. If I'm providing you value, subscribe. It helps me out a bunch. Anyways, back to it. So you don't need to help them with just lead gen. Obviously, booking them appointments is good. So a lot of times it's a wrong expectations issue. Sometimes it's not even your fault. It's just like the roofer, the solar, the HVAC guy, the realtor, the dental clinic owner. They just think they're going to get fucking closed deals on a silver platter when we just need to like help them, get them to show up, help them close deals. Because you know, they're used to getting deals on a silver platter because all they're worried about is referrals. Like they just have people come walk into their business. Imagine if we had people walking to us being like, hey, can I please work with you? It's amazing. We would fucking love that. The deals would close on a silver platter. But when it's on cold traffic, right? When it's on a Facebook ad from somebody who has never seen your face before, the close rates are going to be lower. The show rates are going to be lower. The client doesn't know that because they're not on Facebook already and they aren't business owners and marketers like us. So we have to help them with that, help them close more deals off cold traffic, help them get a higher show rate. Number 3, we got to land more clients to get better fulfillment, right? So Gym Launch, for some data, spends $50,000 a month minimums like testing B2B ads for their, or B2C ads for their gym owners, right? They literally spend $50,000 of their own money testing new offers because they know that offers are going to saturate. They know how important their fulfillment is. They know that if they spend $50K, right, testing different offers, they're going to make way more fucking money because their fulfillment's going to be that much better. Next, now I'm not saying do the same thing, but you guys get the point of how important it is and like basically how much money it's going to make you. Next is just more clients you land is going to be more opportunities to find what works. Let's say you have one client on a free trial and you're spending 50 bucks a day in ads. And let's say you need to spend $10,000 to be able to find in ads to be able to find the perfect model for your clients. It's going to take you 7 to 8 months to be able to actually be able to find a decent product. Versus, let's say you were to land 10 clients on a free trial and they only spend 30 bucks a day. You spend 10K in 1 month, you just fucking lock in on the fulfillment and you have a really good product in 30 days. Speed is king here. So if you're not landing more clients, you can't test stuff for your clients and be able to find the best thing. Now, the more clients that we land, the better that I get at fulfillment, because the more that I see like, oh, I landed this client in South Dakota. This is working really well. Now, when I get this other client in South Dakota, I know exactly what to do. Oh, this happened to my other client. So I know I can implement this show rate thing for this client and it's going to work. Oh, my other client went and door knocked the guy when the guy didn't show up. I can have my client do that. You know what I mean? So it's like the more clients we have and the more that we care, the more data we're going to get and the better we're going to need to perform. Next is charge a correlation of what you provide. So like a performance fee, either that's like per closed deal, per appointment, per show. All this is going to do is actually fucking motivate you guys to deliver, right? Like even if it's a retainer, like obviously you're going to want the retainer next month, but the performance fee is a different type of pressure because like you're not going to get money if you don't do anything, which is how it should be. If you deliver awful products, like you shouldn't get paid. Like if the shoes you bought were awful, right? And they were Chinese shoes that were awful material, they're going to be cheap, right? So if you want to be that Alibaba shoe and Chinese shoe, then it's just like, it is what it is. Like, it's just like, you're not going to make much money. And then something else you can do is just, you can guarantee something that's really, really scary. This is something Hormozi talks about all the time is like, let's say you try and guarantee them 30 roof replacements in 90 days or whatever, or something like that. Yeah, it's scary. And like, what if you don't do it? But like, you were going to try so hard to be able to fulfill for that client because you don't want to give them a refund. It's going to scare you. You're going to make sure that you do it and you're going to be that much better at fulfilling for your next client. This is just like general tips for done for you clients, right? I know I'm not getting into like specific Facebook ad stuff, but that's kind of the whole purpose of this video is like, maybe it's not Facebook ads. Maybe if you've been sitting here for the past year trying to figure out Facebook ads and it hasn't worked for your clients, maybe it's not that. And like Facebook ads can work in pretty much every niche. I'm just saying that it's not the most optimal thing in like, honestly, a lot of niches, like all home service niches and home improvement. I like Google way more, quite frankly. Real estate, I like cold calling more because that's what the realtors do. Med spas, chiropractors, stuff like that. I do like Facebook ads, but some tips for done for you services, because done for you services can be hard. Number one, just do an updates chat or just like text your clients updates. What basically that's going to mean, so like, let's say I was running your Facebook ads for you. I was like, hey, I'm going to come to you and I'm going to run your ads for you for your marketing agency. But the Facebook ads weren't working. And I was just sitting there not saying anything. You're going to be like, well, this motherfucker Cole's not doing anything. He's sitting on his ass while I'm paying him $2K a month and I'm paying this ad spend. I'm just wasting my money. But if I was sitting there and being like, hey, we found this issue within our ad account. We're going to start trying to fix this. We're making new creatives. Even if nothing's changing within the ad account, you're like, oh, he's doing something. Because when you're doing something completely for them, they don't know what the fuck is going on. So if something like anything that you ever do, okay, let's say you're launching the ads or you're verifying their phone number. Okay, we just submitted this phone number verification. We just finished the ad creatives. We're sending them over to the editor. Okay, the editor has them. The editor's making them. He said they'll be done in 2 hours. Okay, they're done. I'm going to send them back to the editor for a revision so they can see how much we're doing. Same thing in the ad account, right? Number two, I would send weekly reports or daily reports on the ads, like to their Slack channel, to them over text, and just keeping them updated. You can also write a detailed like needle mover. So like, this is what we're going to focus on this week to be able to do better. Because if you're able to just communicate with your client that like, you understand that things could be doing better, because like, you guys just need to be on the same page. They can't be like, oh, this is awful. And you're sitting over here being like, oh, we don't really care. So I would just update the client as much as possible on what's actually happening. Next, help with sales process and sales. Like I told you guys earlier, these guys aren't business owners, right? They just are good at like the actual service that they provide, which is good. So that's why we're here to help them. And a lot of the times, like I said, it's a problem with the sales process and the sales rather than just the actual like ads. Next, set expectations really fucking hard, right? Like even say, okay, these leads are going to come in, but if you can't close them, if you don't do the sales process that we teach, like you're not going to close deals, right? Like we need to get some blame back onto our client, right? Because they're just gonna be like, you suck, the leads are awful, they're not showing up, they're not closing, these leads aren't qualified. But it's like, well, they're cold leads. Like you need to be a closer to do it. Like the reason why this is so good in setting expectations properly is we can always anchor back to when we said that. So let's say he's like, we told them at the beginning of this whole thing, it's like, okay, this is gonna be hard. You're gonna have to do the sales process stuff. You're gonna have to sales train every week. And then let's say the results that they're getting aren't the best. And they're being like, oh, this isn't good. The leads aren't qualified. Like they're not showing up. And then you're like, oh, well, did you do this that I told you at the beginning? And he's like, no. It's like, well, bro, I don't know what to tell you, right? So the problem with done for you is it's always all your fault, which is good because you can control it, but also bad because there's nothing you can do with some things. So I would try and eliminate those as much as possible. Set expectations that this is not going to be easy and it's going to take time to optimize. Even if you could be like, you're not going to get a lead for 2 weeks. If you under-promise and over-deliver, that's way better than over-promising, under-deliver, right? If you're like, you're not going to get a lead for 2 weeks, don't expect to make your money back for 2 months, and then they make their money back in 2 weeks, and they make their money back in a month, they're going to be fucking ecstatic because you told them that they weren't going to make money back. They're like a kid, right? And so whenever you tell them on the onboarding call and whenever you're closing them is how they're going to listen to it when you're actually delivering for the client. As always, I hope you all enjoyed. Hope this video provided you value, and I hope I helped you out. If so, subscribe like I said earlier. I'll catch you on the next one.